Right, like, according to that shit that came out, like the Freedom of Information Act and shit, DHS, right, the motherfucking Department of Homeland Security, has just started fucking, like, doing field tests and shit, and they actually completed that shit on some shit they be calling, like, FAST, or, like, Future Attribute Screening fucking technology and shit, right? This shit be all fucked up, right? This new technology fucking, like, you just walk by this motherfucking shit, right? It's just in, like, some fucking skanky-ass trailer or some shit, or, like, built in some motherfucking building, right? So you walk by this motherfucker, and it can tell you, like, 80 fucking percent shit, right? If you gonna motherfucking, like, if y'all upset and, like, have, like, malcontent and shit, and, like, all this motherfucking shit, right? Y'all fucking 80%, right? Say you motherfucking, like, practicing deception. What if your ass motherfucking had a bad day? Alright, so it's all fucked up, right? So they be testing this shit all around America. They be telling motherfuckers where they be testing this shit, right? Anyways, and who knows if these motherfuckers, like, know if they're actually participating in this motherfucking shit, right? Because they just be walking by this shit. Anyways, so, like, fucking DHS says that this doesn't motherfucking matter because it doesn't violate any federal laws because it's, like, non-invasive and shit, right? Because motherfuckers be walking by and shit and you be know they're fucking part of the test and shit. Anyway, so these motherfuckers be there walking by and they won't even be stopped or nothing unless like they're fucking spotted by this fucking bleep flop machine and shit. Like they all be fucking like having a bad day or some shit, and then they'd be like stopped up the street right by this motherfucker in suit, be like all like, "Oh man, you fucking having a bad day, right?" And you're like, "Fuck yeah, having a bad day. Who the fuck are you, right?" Anyways, right. So the reason for like they don't be telling people and shit is because like this fucking psychologist, fucking top psychologist motherfucker, right? Lancaster University, where is it like the system will be fucking compromised and shit, right? If motherfuckers know this shit be all fucking known and shit because you'd be like, oh, I'm trying to hide that shit or something, or just be like, oh man, I got better put a fucking smile on and shit, right? Anyway, this shit like works all kinds of crazy shit, right? It measures your fucking motherfucking heart rate, motherfucking skin temperatures, right? Body movements, motherfucking breathing, motherfucking pupils and your eyeballs and shit, right? All different kinds of like psychological fucking shit indicators, right? Predict if someone's gonna fucking commit a future crime, right? You ain't even done shit yet. You're already arrested, right? You didn't even do shit. What is this, motherfucking like Russia or some shit? Or motherfucking Nazi Germany or some shit? No, man, it's motherfucking America. They can't be doing that shit, right? But they can be doing that shit. Because, like, just because a couple years ago, right? You know what I mean? The whole terrorist thing. Anyway, so, like, a couple months ago and shit, they passed this bill, right? They be trying to stop it now, but it's still, like, in effect and shit. This motherfucker basically says that, like, motherfucking, like, you can't do shit, right? Basically, like, what you're doing is, like, because like the domestic terrorism and shit, so America is technically a battleground now, so that all the citizens in it are potential motherfucking like combatants and shit, or fucking like soldiers and shit. You ain't be doing nothing, right? You just be going to work and shit, and all of a sudden like you get fucking hemmed up and shit just because you fucking having a bad day. Cause you motherfucking gotta go to work. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning, man. The motherfucking person like spill coffee all over you, some shit, right? You missed the bus or some shit. Now you a motherfucking like they should be stopping you and shit. Now you late for work, you know, lose your motherfucking job, right? And it's all legal, right? Try to go to court and be like, hey, this motherfucker like stopped me and arrested me for like no motherfucking reason. The judge be all like, well, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing I fucking do. That shit's a law right now, right?